Welcome to ECW as we come to you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, home of ECW. We are ready to go. We're going to knock this one out with a 2-on-2 women's action. Zoey Stark and Zelina Vega teaming up against Paige and Tatum Paxley to kick off the night in a weekend. Well, as much as we don't want to promote a WCW pay-per-view, we must now, since we're under the same TKO umbrella now, and we will be. This is the weekend, the start of Slamboree weekend. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome to ECW television. Here, this is gonna be a fight here. A team that I think Paige says she was looking forward to teaming up with Tatum. So look, not a lot of people know about Tatum yet. You know, if you're a diehard NXT fan, you watch NXT, you know about her. But I know about her because I watch NXT and I've seen her. She's a little bit of crazy. She's a little weird. She's a little bit of anti everybody else. Reminds me of a young me. So I definitely want to team up with Tatum Paxley and get in the ring with her. And here on ECW, I'm glad we're getting the chance to do it. Meanwhile, Zelina and Zoey are feeling like, why are we underlooked? Why are we not valued the same as the rest of the roster when we have accomplishments, when we've done things here? And, Zelina is a former queen of the ring, former United States champion. Zoey Stark, she's done some good things in NXT. She's done some good fights. She was a Trish Stratus' apprentice for a while. She was learning from Trish, too. So she's been in the ring with big stars already, like Becky Lynch as well. And, they feel like they're underlooked and underplayed. And they say, hey, look, when the contract time comes around, if we don't get a better treatment of it, we won't resign. We won't come back. We'll go somewhere else and make our name there and become bigger and bigger stars. And then later in a couple years, we'll come back for more money. And we'll take more money from you than what it is right now. So just invest in what you have right now. And Paige right now came with the big kick. I think someone like Paige will tell you, you know what? Take that chance on yourself. Take that bet on yourself and go out there. But we'll see tonight if this is what's going to happen here. If they get a loss here. If you get a loss here, then it's pretty simple, man. That's on you. It's not on... It's not nobody else. Nobody from management that's holding you down. Nobody like that. That's just you losing matches. Vega coming after Paige there. And Paxley getting pinned right here while Zoey Stark says, I did a good amount of the work on her. Take her down and get the win. Kick out, though. And here in ECW, weapons are always allowed. And the fans here will always be the hardest here, especially here in Philly, man. This is the hometown of ECW. They have come to a certain expectation of what they expect with these types of matches. Paige jumping from all the way from the top just to go a little crazy on you right there. And look at Zelina Vega, though. Gets count. Oh, what was that? That was very cool. Vega has some good moves. That's the one thing she does very well. She's very unorthodox in her offense. Paige on the outside smacking the back of Zoey Stark's head. And now she's going with the kendo stick. But look at Paxley. Paxley's like, I'm twisted, man. I'm twisted. I'm ready to go. But look at Zoey Stark so fast to run into the ring. Break that up and make this happen. Now Paige putting down power bomb. No. Countered by Stark. Countered by Stark. Drop kick by Paxley. That was beautiful. Well done drop kick there by Paxley. Now she grabs the trash can and ready to strike here tonight. And it's big strikes, man. Big strikes. This is the first ECW since our WrestlePalooza pay-per-view. And I'm glad to see different types of talents ready to compete. Different direction for this new ECW. And according to Mark Henry, he will let us know the matches that he booked compared to the matches that were done by Tommy Dreamer, just to show how much different Mark Henry is done. This here, though, is a Tommy Dreamer match that he has set up here on NXT. I don't know if we're going to run well with two general managers on one show, but if you watched WrestlePalooza, you saw that Mark Henry and the Street Profits defeated Tommy Dreamer and his group of ECW legends to get half ownership and half of the booking rights, half of the rights to make matches here and control ECW. Man, two former ECW champions, by the way, and Dreamer and Mark Henry. Paxley is really good at this, and she's just maybe has picked up the win there, and she dropped the suplex, and she got Paxley gets the better of Zelina there, and this match is what we call finished. And look at Paxley here making some big crazy moves right there early into it. And then Paige says, I'm going to just fly for the hell of it. Let me fly. And she took a big knee down and she brought it down to Zoey's face. And right here, it's one move I thought would have put the end to it, but Zoey was so quick about it, and she got the pinfall into it while Tatum and Paige win. Is this maybe the beginning of a beautiful friendship for her? I mean, Paige has been looking for a new tag team partner since Brie got Nikki back, and kind of told her, I kind of have my partner back, so you might want to go away and do something or find someone, find yourself now in the WWE. And we'll see if this maybe is the beginning of an unholy union or a holy alliance, what this can be between Paige and Paxley, maybe, or maybe it's just a one-time thing. Who knows? I don't know. We'll have to wait and watch ECW and even Wednesday Night Evolution, because you never know what can happen there. But up next, a man I haven't seen in a while. It is Doink the Clown against Xavier Woods, and Xavier pretty much said, look, tonight, this is what ECW management thinks of me. They thought of me not putting me in a singles match. It's just another triple threat match like that. I want a singles match. Mark Henry said, I'll make that happen for you, Woods, because I believe in you. I believe you can get this. And we saw Doink a couple weeks ago have himself a dumpster match with Mr. Iguana, man. We saw that happen, and it was so much fun. And right now we're seeing hits, smacks, punches, and Woods is the one thing I'll tell you about him on ECW. We have seen him turn up the dial by 11. He's on Raw. He's on Raw here and there, main events as well, but we haven't seen much of him there. But here on ECW, we've truly seen him shine. We've seen him get more exposure as a singles wrestler, and we're seeing what he sees that we've all been waiting to see. And Woods has set up Doink. Doink in trouble. Moonsault onto the ladder. Moonsault onto the ladder from Woods. And the Philly crowd here loving what they're seeing from Xavier Woods. I know Woods doesn't care about what the crowd thinks, but I think you should, man. They're loving what they love seeing what you're doing right here. But Doink the Clown has resurfaced, has come back with his wild circus, and look at Doink already setting a table on fire. He wants to put Woods through it, but Woods says, I've got something for you, Doink. Oh, knees to the gut. I'm glad he didn't drop him right behind him and Gorilla Press slammed him like that, because that would have been bad for Doink. Watch out with his wig, man. That thing could catch on fire. Sure, it's got chemicals in there that will start a fire up in this building here. And ECW's very own. Look at the strength. Bam! Smacking him on top. It's been almost a week since WrestlePalooza, since we were in England, having the time of our lives there, watching so much happen, so many changes. And right now, the new ECW direction is being dictated right now. This is a match booked by Mark Henry. The first one was booked by Tommy Dreamer. We have 2 more matches later tonight. I'll tell you which when we start that night off. But right now, definitely a match for Xavier Woods to prove that he deserves to just be in singles competitions all the time here on ECW. And right now, Doink's getting away from that fire, but look at Woods is telling him, we're going to go to that fire you set up. You set a fire over there, we're going to set that up, and we're going to put Shu through it, and we're going to let Shu drop down, and I can't wait to drop you in that one, man. I can't wait to drop you in that sumbitch. And Xavier Woods went for high res, nothing there for him. There was nothing there for him as Doink was able to get out of the way. And where Doink and Iguana had quite the feud, man. I'm glad it's over now, because those two went through some hijinks and some craziness of Layeska and the clowns and everything getting wild, man. And pinfall here, no, kick out by Woods. I think Doink might have thought he had the better of Woods, but Woods is not going to be easy to defeat, man. You're going to have to hit him with something big. You have to beat him. This man's a multiple-time tag team champion, a king of the ring in his own right. A man who's looking for a singles championship here in the WWE. Can't wait to see if we can actually get one. As Doink going to go high risk. Doink taking the big shot right there. Doink. The Clown now attacking. And now Doink coming with the clothesline, but Woods get out of the way. And Woods' speed is going to be a key factor for him. But Doink with the power slam onto Woods. You do not want to lose right now, Woods, especially when you're trying to put this image of yourself, this narrative that you are better in singles matches than in triple threat matches. If you lose this single matchup, I don't think you're going to get out of it, man. I don't know why you don't like. I like triple threat matches. I like Fatal 4-Ways. There's so much goes on, so much crazy. I think it even makes you stronger. But hey, what do I know, right? I'm just a commentator behind the desk. And he's swinging. He's going crazy. This man's swinging and going wild with all this. It's going too crazy. Wait. What is going on here? Doink hears the music. And they're pulling this off really, Kofi, really. We saw it the other day. You really think this is gonna work again? No Kofi at all though, but Doink is truly distracted as Woods. Oh, you couldn't hit him with that one. Come on, Woods. But no, he's taking control of business here. Fisherman hooks. Oh, he got him. I think that's enough. I think we've seen the end for Doink and the win. Oh, kick out by Doink. Doink the Clown now taking himself upstairs, taking up the walk, and Woods with the big elbow. He walked the plank and he made it look beautiful. He made it look too easy, and Woods with the win. He'll pick up a win here on ECW. What a week. What a week here, man. As Xavier Woods celebrating his win. Maybe he is right. Maybe he is more deserving of more championships and maybe more spotlight, higher profile matches. Maybe that's what Woods is truly going to be able to do. That's crazy. And this is a Mark Henry match. Maybe Mark Henry's got something. Maybe he's seen an eye. When we have two Hall of Famers now looking at the eye of the sport, anything could happen. We could start seeing the rise of these guys now. And the Street Profits are in action. Up next, they help Mark Henry win his match against Tommy Dreamer. That 6-man tag match. They were part of that matchup and picked up a victory. And there's Mark Henry. What is this? What is this about? Why are you guys out here? Is this a Mark Henry match or is this a Tommy Dreamer match that's been booked? I guess we'll find out the opponents. Cardona, Matt Cardona, okay. Matt Cardona on ECW. We just saw him on SmackDown, and wow, of course, this is what it's about. It's about those tag team championships. They want to make a message right now to SmackDown's tag team division, ECW's tag team division, that they now want that position. I guess this is a Mark Henry. And this is a Mark Henry matchup right here. You know, I was able to talk to Mark before the night started. I asked him, what's your vision? He's like, you're going to have to wait and see what everybody else sees. But I got a couple names that I want to see rise to the top and get there. And I know Montez is one of those guys here in ECW. And Dawkins as well. I want to see Dawkins shine. I want to see my two guys shine and become tag team champions, singles champions. Just headline ECW. That's my vision, those two. And I guess that's his vision. If that's his vision, we'll respect his vision of what he sees. He must see something that we don't see. He is definitely someone to trust with that vision of ECW. And right now, Mark Henry is dropping every clown he can see. And the poor Guns right now, who just had themselves quite the matchup this past Friday, last night actually, on SmackDown against Talatonga and Solo Sikoa, now have to get in the ring with Mark Henry and the Street Profits. And Cardona, who was just in the main event of SmackDown last night in a Fatal 4-Way as well. Again, they're not at 100%. They are definitely tired, and they had to jet lag. Essentially, they're jet lag because they came all the way out here to Philly. They came all the way here to Philly to do this show for ECW tonight. And this is not looking well right now for the team of the Profits and Cardona as the the Profits and Mark Henry. It's looking good for them. It's not looking good for the Machine Guns and Cardona. I got a little too ahead of myself here. I'm going crazy. And now Chop's here. Chop City is where what's going down. Again, these matches always get so crazy. And like this, you can maybe catch someone off guard like that. But right there, Dawkins was in the ring. You weren't going to catch him off guard. He was paying attention to you all day, Matt Cardona. And Matt Cardona, I also got a chance to speak to him. And it was a positive conversation from him. He's like, I've been telling people this ever since I came back. And I'll tell you again, I'm not here just to be another guy on the roster. I'm not here to be in catering. I'm not here to just be here and collect a check. I'm here to become a world champion. And that's what I want to do. And I'm going to accomplish that. I told him, I like that you're putting that out in the universe. So we never know what can actually happen. And I told him, but you're here in ECW for what? He's like, well, I got booked tonight. And Nick Aldis let me know I can compete here on ECW, and I'm here to compete on ECW. And Kurt Angle's got a championship, the World Championship. And I'm going to maybe want that championship, man. And that's all. Simple as that. I'm going to want that title. And look at Montez, though. Montez wants a World Championship. Montez has been speaking about wanting a world title. Been speaking about wanting a singles championship. Same with Dawkins as well. And if Mark Henry truly controls it, I could see in a couple weeks Dawkins and Ford as the ECW champion and the Heritage champion, and Kurt Angle could be losing his title soon. Mark Henry trying to take it to Matt Cardona. Cardona now though. Oh no. As for the Machine Guns, man, they've had feuds before with the Profits. They've lost titles against them, and now they're already looking at him again. I don't know if that is what Mark Henry's long-term goal is, why he has him here, but I know he has him here tonight for a reason. Now just, look, if you have the Machine Guns backstage, you ask him, let's go. Well, I want to have you in a tag team matchup. I guess they're trying to send a message. That's what it is. I don't know if Tommy Dreamer is okay with it, but Dawkins says, I'm okay with the win. I'm okay turning him around, and Cardona trying to run in, but he's being stopped by Ford on the outside, and the win comes to Mark Henry and his Profits. They are victorious here tonight on this episode of ECW. And this is just the beginning. I think we're going to see more of Dawkins and Ford winning matches with the help of Mark Henry. We're looking at the futures of our singles division in Dawkins and Ford. Now it's main event time here on ECW. I'm excited for this one. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with these guys. Jeff Cobb, Otis, and a huge name for himself, trying to make a huge name for himself, Kobayashi, Yamamoto. This guy wants to step up, and this is a big one. You can step up against a powerhouse that is Jeff Cobb. He's been on a mission, Cobb, to run ECW, sent by the Bloodline to take the ECW championship. And trust me, if he fails, you don't want to see what's right behind him and could come to ECW. So Jeff Cobb must succeed here. Must succeed. It's simple as that. He cannot fail. He cannot fail his Bloodline. He cannot fail them at all, or else he will be shunned and he will not be known around these parts anymore. As Otis, though, says, hey, look, I've been on SmackDown teaming up with Sawa, and I'm happy with it. I'm going to keep doing that on Raw and main event. But on ECW, man, you guys are looking to give out an opportunity for someone to become a big star. That's my spot. And for Kobayashi, a man who has been in the Indies, who's been in Japan, who's been living his dream out in companies like Noah and even New Japan. Yeah, he came out of that road right there, looking to be somebody big. And using the top rope right there, Jeff Cobb is. Jeff Cobb knows about New Japan as well, too, being a visitor of that area as well. But Kobayashi is now coming to ECW because he says, look, that's my brand. This brand calls to me. It speaks to me. It gives me my kind of attitude of who I am. And I want to be the ECW champion one day. And a leg sweep right there onto Jeff Cobb, onto JC Mateo. We're calling him Mateo, I guess, JC Mateo. You know, I was able to speak more to Yamamoto as well before the fact. I asked him, dude, like, I know you're all about honor, all about the Japanese strong style and the way that you wrestle over there. But ECW, yeah, you could bring it. You can maybe adapt it to it, but it's going to take a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder to truly adapt to this style of extreme wrestling. Weapons, whenever, anything like that's your plan that you have, you never know how it's going to go because you could be getting smacked with a table, a flaming table of anything too. And what a main event that we have here set up by Tommy Dreamer. This is a setup by Tommy Dreamer, this main event. Again, I guess he wants to see who's maybe next in line. Who's next in line after Brock Lesnar? Because Brock Lesnar is our #1 contender for the ECW Championship. And right now, currently, he's in line to take on Kurt Angle at our next pay-per-view, Heatwave. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see if we get Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle for that championship. It wouldn't be the first time they've gone at it, but it'd be the first time in 20-something years that they've competed against each other. And Kobayashi right now, though, this is his time. Yamamoto can prove that this is his next. He's next in line for it. And oh, he went flying there. But oh, pounce! God damn, he threw Otis across the ring and knocked out the referee. God damn, the power of Mateo there. That is power that I can't even pronounce. Whew. That man just got pounced. And that poor referee didn't even know what the hell hit him. Didn't even know it. Man, that's hard. That's hard to say, oh, I got hit by that fucking machine. I got hit by that man. And damn. That's all I'm gonna say, damn. He got hit. Somebody knocked him the fuck out. Somebody get that boy some milk, essentially. That's the equivalent of that situation there. Somebody get that boy some milk. As he got sent into next week. And Kobayashi, though, trying to get the win right here. As Otis stepping back into the rink right now. And Otis getting the better of Yamamoto right now, saying, hey, it's you and me right now in the ring before Mateo steps in. And look at Otis going to use his weight onto Yamamoto. And Diaz it quick enough for Yamamoto can step away. And there's JC Mateo saying, I got a table that's on fire over there. Who wants to go through it? But Otis says, I have no plans of going through that right now. And lining him up. Is Otis thinking about using that table on Yamamoto? No. Goodness. I don't think I know the fans here in Philly want to see that. Want to see some old school ECW, someone going through a table. But Otis trying to drop a powerbomb onto Yamamoto. And it's not happening there. It's JC Mateo now. Look at the strength here. He does it effortlessly. It doesn't even hurt him at all. A snake eyes. And now Otis came back in. But look at the strength. Just makes it look easy. Otis is about 350 plus pounds. And Mateo just makes it look so damn easy. The way he lifts him. Reminds me of like a bigger version of Taz, essentially, man. And if he can get here in ECW and he can get to the main title, I think he could be our newer version of Taz, just bigger, badder, stronger. But Cobb, oh, god damn, he flipped Yamamoto. He's just like a helicopter, you know, like the meme? That kind of meme. That's the meme I'm talking about. And right now, Otis trying to slow him down. And I think Otis will slow him down. As long as Yamamoto doesn't step in the way. Because if he steps in the way, this match will soon not be over, and Mateo will close out the business. And look at Mateo sliding him, man. That is power. Again, I am in shock. I'm always impressed by Mateo's power in this ring. That this guy can pick up anything that gets in front of him. No wonder Roman wants to keep him. No wonder Roman was like, you know what? I'll let him go. I won't want him here. Roman kept him because he wants to see how good he can be. But a save there by Mateo to save Otis as Yamamoto was trying to get the win while Cobb wasn't paying attention. And look at this. Knee to the back of the head. And Yamamoto says, I'm going for the pin. I think I can beat Cobb. I think I can take him. I think I can beat Mateo, man. Wow. As right now, there's a table out there that's set on fire. It's still going on fire. Whoever those fans at the front row got. Maybe they're having the time of their life, or maybe they're burning up right now because of that fire. But I don't know. I'm not out there. I'm behind my booth. And look at Mateo. Easily makes that jump. God damn, man. How is he so good at this? How is he so damn athletic? I don't know, but he is showing an athletic ability I haven't seen in years. And Otis dropping some tacks, and Yamamoto saying, all right, well, if you're going to place, I'm going to drop you onto it, rolling onto it, so even they get stuck a lot more. Now your whole back is there, and you have someone else, a grown man's weight on top of you, and that's going to keep pushing those tacks even further and deeper inside of you. Come on, man. What are we doing here? What we do? How you know? And Otis now coming at him. Big splash. No. Yamamoto with the kick. I think Yamamoto wants to end Mateo. No, but Mateo's ending Yamamoto right now. Big moves right here by JC Mateo. And he's going for the pinfall of Otis, but Otis kicking out at one. At one. Yes, at one. And now Yamamoto flew into it right there. A springboard kick that might have saved the match for his team. Him and Otis. Sorry, for him and his partner. And now Otis, as Mateo says, no, that's my partner. And my partner is here with me. And Otis now in trouble. Power bomb. And Mateo got flipped around, man. He got true helicopter. And look at the way he uses suplex. That's just pure raw power by Mateo. And now Otis, though. You messed up, Otis. Look at this reverse T-Bow. No, it's never mind. It's a slide right there. And I think we might be out of here. I think this show might end soon. I think we might be seeing the winner of this matchup. And his name is Mateo. But a save there by Yamamoto. And right now, I'm waiting patiently, seeing how this match goes, seeing if Otis will truly show why he belongs now in the singles picture here in ECW. But I don't think Mateo's going to allow that to be a conversation at all. If he wins the matchup, the conversation will be, when does Mateo get closer to the ECW championship? Imagine Mateo against Kurt Angle. That power, everything there would be amazing. And it's a possibility if Kurt Angle can get through Brock Lesnar and if Mateo can get himself into the ECW championship picture, which right now he hasn't shown it. He hasn't shown it yet as much as I want him to it. He's only been here for a week. Now another week passes, and he just keeps doing it multiple weeks. Then yeah, let's throw him into for the championship. But right now, that's not his. That shouldn't be his focus. His focus right now should be about just giving the best performance he can and trying to win a match. And what is Otis? Big splash. Oh no! What the fuck? God damn, man. Why? You might have just killed that man. Go after the other man. You really just wanted to hurt Yamamoto, but I don't think you should go after Yamamoto. You should go after Mateo. As Otis, what is he thinking? But Yamamoto like, no, don't put me through that right there. Yamamoto's avoiding anything right there. Avoiding being thrown into that table. And the fire has died down from that table now. And now we have these three men with all the chaos around them about to compete. And here we go. And a kick out there by Yamamoto. Mateo almost got the best of him. And Yamamoto's twisting the leg of Otis. Otis now. What are you going to do, Otis? Getting smacked by a candlestick. No, he rolls out the way there. And Otis, Yamamoto, picking up Otis. Jesus Christ, look at the speed. Oh, God. It rolls right through him. Now Mateo. Mateo is down. Otis is down. Yamamoto's the only man that is up right now here in this matchup, and I think he's looking for the closer. Otis can't even see what's going on. He missed that punch, but the second punch he finds a way to connect with Yamamoto, and maybe the win for him. But there's Mateo saving that. He had to. He didn't want to lose this match yet. He didn't want to lose this way. And a shooting star press headbutt right there. Standing shooting star press headbutt by JC Mateo. And Mateo trying to reach after Mr. Poor Yamamoto. And right now, Yamamoto with kicks to Mateo. And lays him down with that neck breaker. Now Otis is trying to steal the pin. Otis is trying to steal the pin. But Yamamoto says, you're not stealing the pin that easily, buddy. And now, oh no. Oh no, you're in the middle of that ring all by yourself now, Otis. And I think this is where the fun ends, and this is where you leading traffic ends. I think now we see Yamamoto with the win. Kobayashi Yamamoto. And a huge win for him in this triple threat matchup to close down ECW as we head into Slamboree. A couple of shows that will be added, but we are out of here, so thank you.